After 6 weeks of businesses being shut down, the 3 largest counties in the metro are back open. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Kelly Eckerman. Stay-at-home orders are being eased in Johnson and Wyandotte counties in Kansas, plus eastern Jackson County in Missouri. However, there are still several rules and guidelines in place. While Johnson County, Kansas stores and restaurants can reopen today, many are choosing not to. Even those who are welcoming customers again say it wasn't an easy decision. It's a big day for the Tavern in the Village, a locally owned restaurant in Johnson County. It's the first time in more than a month it's open to in-person dining.
Our team, they needed to get back to work. They're excited to be able to make some money again. Our guests are excited to have an outlet and go to.
Still, Manny knows there's a lot to consider. He wants customers to feel safe. All employees are wearing masks. Their temperatures are checked before entering. Bar stools are gone. Tables are spaced for social distancing and all extra tables have been removed.
Instead of just kind of taping off tables or whatever else, we wanted to make sure that it is distance when you walk in, so it's evident to the guests that we are taking this serious.
Both tavern locations are using disposable menus, and there will soon be a UPC barcode so customers can pull up the menu on their phone. Meanwhile, many neighboring businesses in the shops of Prairie Village chose not to reopen yet. Some owners are doing appointment only for now. Others tell me they're still deciding what to do, unsure if enough customers are ready.
It's kind of the unknown, unfortunately, so we're going to see what we can do and make sure that we do it safely, because people are still scared. They don't know. It's kind of crazy, and so we want to make sure that they know that we are here to give them that relief that we always have.
Businesses still shut down in Johnson County include salons, gyms, and theaters. Those businesses will start to reopen in phase 2, which could start as early as May 18th. Wyandotte County is also entering the first phase of its reopening plan. KMBC 9's Kelly Gibbs spoke with a local florist whose business was considered essential during stay-at-home orders. Kelly?
Yeah, that's right, Kelly. And during that time, takeout and delivery curbside orders were still being picked up. However, now the owner tells me phase 1 means reopening their showroom. And it did for the first time today. In order to keep people safe, he says he's following the guidelines, making sure there are no more than 10 people at the building at all times.
We want them to be comfortable with us, that we have their interest in mind, and then they really understand that this is a serious problem that we've had in the city and that we are watching out after each other.
Michael tells me they saw a 10% increase in business on Mother's Day, with so many clients unable to spend time with their families. Reporting live in Wyandotte County, Kelly Gibbs, KMBC 9 News.
Under this first phase in Wyandotte County, restaurants can only offer delivery or curbside pickup, no in-house dining. Church services must stay at 10% capacity. This first phase will last until at least May 25th. We checked, and right now big shopping centers remain closed. Legends Outlet says it's working on a reopening date. Restaurants are open for curbside pickup, carryout, and delivery services only. No word yet on when Oak Park Mall plans to reopen in Overland Park. Independence Center is planning to reopen this Saturday. And here's what's opening in Jackson County today. Restaurants and stores and salons outside of Kansas City, Missouri. Businesses smaller than 10,000 square feet must limit occupancy to 25%. And for those bigger than 10,000 square feet, occupancy will be capped at 10%. Large gatherings are still restricted to 10 or fewer people. Gyms and entertainment venues remain closed. We found one Jackson County restaurant taking a slower approach to reopening. Smoke Brewing Company in downtown Lee Summit will only offer takeout until the end of the week. One of the owners says they're still trying to figure out several details in addition to establishing how many people can dine in the restaurant at one time.
There's been no guidelines as far as, do we use our regular menus? Do we go to paper menus and throw them out? Do we use our normal plates, or do we go to a paper plate and, plastic silverware? So we're really trying to figure all that out. I just want to make sure that everyone's comfortable. Anybody that does choose to come in here during that time when we open, we want to make sure they feel safe above all else.
The owners are leaning toward opening to customers Friday because takeout orders are down. Restaurants in Kansas City, Missouri will look different when the city starts to reopen Friday. As KMBC 9's Michael Mahoney reports, the city is dropping its 10% occupancy limit for restaurants, instead going with a social distancing plan.
Most Kansas City restaurant owners thought the 10% limit was not workable, too restrictive. They pushed for and got a plan based on social distancing inside of restaurants.
We like social distancing because we can control the dining room better.
Parties would be 6 feet apart, tables 10 feet apart, no bar service, and servers must wear a mask.
But I think these guidelines, while the strictest in the region in many ways, are still ones that are workable.
And we have done what we feel is the absolutely appropriate and right thing to do, to be careful. We have to be safe.
Meanwhile, a Jackson County government survey with 9,500 respondents shows 83% saying they would wear a mask if required by an establishment. That dovetails with the mayor's call today to continue to be safe.
That's why, although we have things opening, we encourage folks of all ages to be judicious on your trips out.
The mayor adds he plans staying close to work at home even after the order is lifted this Friday, May 15th.
So I'm personally probably not going to any number of establishments for a while. I actually haven't been to a large retail store, although I could have been, for probably the entirety of this order.
So clearly, going out is going to look very different, as the mayor is also adamant that people continue to socially distance. Michael Mahoney, KMBC 9 News.
Other elements of the Kansas City plan include no buffets, no salad bars, no self-serve drink stations. Bars and taverns are subject to those same orders. Now, every city has different guidelines, so we have a complete look at what is allowed to open and which businesses need to wait a little bit longer. All of that on our website, KMBC.com. Here's a look at the trend of new cases in Kansas. Today, the state is reporting 132 new cases, bringing the total to more than 7,100 cases. There have been 660 hospitalizations. Here's a look at the trend of new cases in Missouri. The state is reporting only 74 new cases, the lowest amount of new cases in the last week. Missouri has seen nearly 10,000 cases.